Welcome. I'm going to be sharing a short yoga practice today that will include some breath work and some very, very simple movement practices. My intention with this practice is to help bring you a little bit more into your body in the present moment, to find a little bit of rest, but also to feel hopefully rejuvenated at the end of the practice. Now, that being said, different practices land differently for different people. So whatever you experience, it's not wrong. Trust the experience that you're having and discontinue things that don't feel right or don't feel helpful. The things that do feel helpful, do them more. And I hope that you like the way you feel at the end of this short practice. You don't need any special equipment. In fact, you can do this practice on your furniture. You don't even need to be on the floor. You don't need a yoga mat. You might like to have some blankets or pillows or other items to help you feel comfortable where you're at. This is a very, very adaptable practice. So we're going to start either seated or lying down, just feeling the surface beneath you. If you're trying to stay awake, you might be seated upright or propped up a little bit more, and you might also like to keep your eyes open if you're trying to stay awake. You can start by just seeing where you're able to relax and let the surfaces beneath you support you, whether those are chairs or your bed or the floor. Or maybe it's a little harder to do that right now. Either way is fine. And you might start to just very gently deepen your inhale breath. You don't need to go to a point where your inhale feels strained or difficult. Just bringing in a little more inhale, letting the exhale go. Maybe bringing the inhale in a little deeper, taking your time to find a fuller rhythm of breath. And then if it feels good to you, you can take your hands. You're just going to rub the palms of your hands together and feel some warmth build between your palms. And then you can take one hand over your abdomen, one hand over your heart. Just feeling the warmth of the palms on your body. And just noticing where or whether your breath moves your hands. You don't need to make your breath happen in any particular way. Just noticing what's already happening underneath your hands. And then we'll take the hands together again, rubbing the palms of the hands, generating some warmth between the palms, feeling that warmth build. And then you can bring your hands over your face or maybe just over your eyes and feeling that warmth again. Just noticing how that feels. And then we'll do that one more time, rubbing the palms together. And this time you can bring them to any of the previous positions, or you can bring them onto a part of your body that you feel like needs a little more warmth and care. Just feeling the warmth beneath your palms. Then we'll just do a little shake, so shaking out your hands. Maybe if your position allows, shaking out your arms. Maybe if your position allows, shaking out your legs a little bit or your feet. And then if it's comfortable for you, we'll come to lie down. If you are not already lying down, feel free to support your head. We're going to bend the knees and have the feet flat on whatever surface you're lying on. A little bit of space between your feet. And we're just going to gently start to push into the feet to create a little bit of rocking through your body. Now we want this to feel good, so this can be a small movement. This may not work for everyone, so if it doesn't work for you, it's fine to skip it. And take your time to kind of let this movement build. And just see what feels good. Maybe your head wants to nod along with the movement. Maybe your shoulders can relax. Maybe you're noticing some movement through your back. And you're going to find whatever rhythm for this rocking feels good for you. So some people will want to be quite slow. Some people will want to find a faster rhythm. And then you can let that go. And as your body becomes still, just notice any little echoes of that movement that are moving through you. And then from here, we're going to come to the legs and we're going to take the knees side to side, but we're going to keep that movement really small. And you might find that your pelvis also wants to rock with the knees, maybe even up into your rib cage a little bit. Maybe your head starts to go side to side, or maybe not. Maybe this is pretty small and isolated for you. So again, you're just feeling into what is the rhythm that feels good in your body, what is soothing and helpful for you. And then allow yourself to become still, just feeling the echo of that movement. And then bring your awareness back to your breathing. And just checking in with how does your breathing feel now. And if you're willing to work with your breath a little bit today, we'll come into a particular pattern of breathing. So you're going to inhale about halfway, and then you're going to pause lightly in the middle of the inhale. And you're going to inhale all the rest of the breath all the way to the top. And then you're going to exhale completely. So it's inhale, halfway, pause. Inhale the rest of the breath, and exhale completely. Continue with this pattern. So with any breath work, we're looking for it to feel good. Pay attention to any physical or mental symptoms. We don't want any of those to increase. And we don't want you to start to feel out of breath either. So this should feel nice and easy. Inhaling halfway, pausing, inhaling the rest of the breath. And then full exhale all the way to the bottom. And do one more cycle of this breathing after the one you're on. After you exhale, let go of the pauses. Go back to your natural rhythm, just letting your breath be. And then check in with your whole body at once. Seeing if maybe there are now some small movements that want to come into your body. And maybe those movements just become very organic. So they might be one of the movements we've already done, or maybe not. Just feeling into what your body would like right now. What would feel nurturing and helpful for you? Maybe it's stillness with awareness. Being here to the best of your ability with whatever is going on. When you feel ready, if you're lying down, you might either roll to one side and press up from your side, or if you would like to press up another way, you can do that as well. Take a moment to just notice how you feel now before you go about your day. And this practice, like any practice, is adaptable. So take the parts that were helpful for you, let the other parts go. Feel free to adapt anything to feel better in your body. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them in the comments. Thank you. Take really good care.